You might be familiar with the Pacific lamprey, the 3-foot-long eel-like fish with a big sucker mouth. But you may be less familiar with the Miller Lake lamprey, a much smaller cousin of the Pacific variety. And that's because, for much of the last 50 years or so, wildlife experts thought they were extinct. As their name suggests, the Miller Lake lamprey exists only in Miller Lake, in the southern Oregon Cascades and its surrounding watershed. In the 1950s, state officials worried the parasitic lamprey were harming trout in the lake, and they began trying to eradicate them, according to Ben Clemens of the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife.
They started putting logs and screens in creeks that went into the lake to prevent the lamprey from spawning.
A few years later, they took it a step further, trying to poison the fish.
They put toxaphene, a highly toxic pesticide, into the lake and its tributaries to eradicate the species.
For decades, it appeared their efforts worked. The Miller Lake lamprey were thought to be extinct. Then, in the 1990s, they were rediscovered in the Klamath Basin. Since then, Clemens and others have been working to return the species to its native lake, capturing lamprey and relocating them to streams above the lake with hopes they would repopulate it. Last summer, a couple members of the team pulled trout from the lake and noticed some familiar-looking wounds.
They pulled up several trout that had fresh lamprey wounds on them. They knew where to look as they were helping, and that's indication that the lamprey are back in the lake.
There's no evidence the lamprey pose any risk to trout or to humans, but they do provide a number of environmental benefits, Clemens said. They provide habitat for aquatic insects, they increase aeration in lake beds, and they provide prey for larger fish, birds, and mammals. Those are just a few reasons their return is such a big win.
It's tremendously exciting, and this is happening faster than we anticipated, and especially in these days with lots of doom and gloom news, it's good to experience firsthand a positive outcome with conservation.
Cale Williams, KGW News.